All right, here we are. Now I have done a whole bunch here. I've done a whole bunch here since the last time I streamed. Yeah, so this is currently running. That is because I'm using a lot of power, so this is running. And the reason I'm using power is I've been smelting ores and getting some more resources. So over here I've started changing things up. I think this is going to be the wall design. I really like it. I will need to figure out how to get power conduits to all the floors. There's probably going to be 3 floors. Might only be 2, who knows. But I made a pulverizer and a redstone furnace. These are disabled. I didn't even check to see if I could turn them on. I didn't bother. Because I was not thinking. See, look at that. Could have done that. Put right next to each other. Didn't. We'll probably have to change that. We'll change that probably. So I've been smelting up things as I go. And does this still have my battery in it? Yep. Alright, so we've got that. I did a whole bunch of quests. I haven't submitted any to receive the rewards, so we'll do that. The lead needs to be converted. Does the silver need to be converted? I don't know which one is silver. Okay. We need the forge lexicon before we can put them in there. Yeah. That's relatively annoying that there's like no ordict or whatever. Okay, so lead looks like that. Is that it? I think so. Make sure. Yep, okay. I don't know if there's a way to convert things in my inventory or if this is the only way to do it. Alright, so that's lead. That looks like... that one looks like might be silver. No. Aluminum. That can't... Is that silver? Okay. Sure. Alright. So I've had this running off and on. I've made sure that there are more strainers going, so that's running. In fact, they had stopped running for a while. There was no water up there. If you remember, I goofed and used that sponge and it deleted a whole bunch of water out here. It just deleted a lot of water. In fact, I'm still missing some water. Like, it's still flowing in places and I'm having issues. It's really frustrating. Really, really frustrating. Anyway, I went to another dungeon and collected some more resources, and I also grabbed myself a witch and a lasso. So I'm able to get some cool stuff here, and I've got that running for a while. I also got myself an evoker, which is why I have Totem of Undying in my inventory. And I have several more in the Access Terminal. So yeah, we have some more resources. I also grabbed a spawner. I can't remember what it is now. It's down here in the water, so let's find out. Oh, I grabbed the evoker spawner. Okay. So I have evokers, zombies, and the market villagers. Alright, so I've done that. And up in here. No, you won't go in there? Well, that's weird. Let's go up to the surface real quick. As you can see, I have a portable temperature regulator on me. That is one of the quests that I completed. So for exchanging of RF, it keeps my body temperature normal, which is nice. Instant transfer is nice, but I like those pipes a lot. So in here, I did able to close it in because I do have a heating coil. And I made a whole bunch of cyclic sprinklers because apparently when the server reboots, these stop working. As you can see, it just says water level 100 out of 100. When it's working, they tick 99, 100, 99, 100, 99, 100. These just aren't. They stop working. I mean, I can break them and replace them, but blah. So, as you can see, all of my farms are empty, and that is because I have done a lot of mutation. Every single one of these is 10, 10, 10. Okay? And that means I've done all of the mutations required for the questing up to the next big thing. This I spent a lot of the day before and the day of Thanksgiving doing. Yeah, I have a bunch of leftover crops, and these are things you can't turn into the assorted farm goods. These things here. These things you can, but yeah, so there's that. This is all done for now. I do need to figure out what farms I'm going to set to automate to just crank these out, which we've got steps yet, so blah. Anyway, that's what I've done up here. So let's open my quest book when we get back to our base, and I will show you, we'll submit all of the answered quests and get our rewards. Okay. So you can check out here. There are a whole bunch of ones with exclamation points. These all have, other than the guild trades, quests that have been completed but not submitted or whatever, unclaimed. So I went dungeon mining and I got a whole bunch of more shifting scales. I got a total of 25 and they needed 22 for this. So I was able to upgrade our diving equipment. So we get some money, octadic capacitors, some night vision potions, and some super hot drinks. Very cool. Put you in here. We can put the night vision in there too. Octadic capacitors will become handy. Alright. So then this chain is technically done. I need to do the test your might quests before it will be all the way done. This one I did one of the test your might. I did the silver, so we do that. Platinum's a little harder, but eventually we'll get there. I mean, that's why it's 500 gil to get that one. Expanding your hub. I finished the chisels. I made the auto chisel and the eye chisel and the energized sponge. All of these. I get a simple wired charger from that. A storage box. And a potion of water breathing. Storage box we can go ahead and place. So that expands it to 52.5. We're nowhere near that because we're using storage drawers up there for things. So, but that means this chapter is all done. Tools of the trade. So I made the flux magnet. It was real cheap. The hypo infuser. This is how you can use potions and auto infuse yourself. The alchemical quiver is for arrows. It only holds regular arrows and it adds potion effect to the arrows. The reservoir is a giant water vessel that you can carry around, or liquid vessel. And then this is the path to get the temperature regulator, which I did. I made a couple of thermometers, some goo packs. I had to make the cooling one because I was out of them. And then the actual regulator itself. None of this was complicated crafting, so if you really want to know what the recipes are, go ahead and hop into your own world. They were not difficult. I mean, this one was a little labor intensive, but none of it was things I didn't already have. So we got some treasure chests from that and a bunch of potions. I should do something with these potions, and we'll get our wallet. So here I got my flux magnet in here. Let's put this little bit of money away and then open our treasure chests. Okay. Got a few seeds. Do we have all these? No, we don't happen to have ginger. Ginger I think is one I had to do. We have these. Are these something that we can do right away? I have a few of those. Or do we need to do the lower tiers first? And with a wired charger in there for now. Okay. Great. You started running power to the parts of your base that will need it. Yeah, I need to do that. I've only done this one here. You've got the cable from here to there. That's really all I've done. And it's the low tier energy conduits. It includes the previous augments. Gotcha. That's what I was wondering. I have several resonant kits. 3 that I've gotten from loot bags. I've just not done anything with them. So, yeah. So, technically, this chapter is done. This is an alternate quest because it's got the pretty little decoration. This quest line's technically not required, but I will probably do it. It's just, it doesn't interest me right now because I don't feel like going actual mining. This is a scanner to help you find things underground that you might be targeting. And right now, I don't really... Meh. Here's the aquaculture chapter. These are all the things I mutated. Got to 10, 10, 10 so that I could get to this spot here. I don't think I can complete this one yet because I need to make a bunch of food. But these are needed in order to make any of the applied energistics things or... Yeah, this is uses, no, yeah, I need this uses, which gives us that, which unlocks, see, we need to use it here. 46 different recipes. These are all, almost all applied energistics, I think. So this is the Future Tech Workshop, which we can't even make the workshop yet, but here's that. And then there are things in here for gems and dragon eggs. Omega dragon eggs, which are different. I believe the Omega dragon eggs are for the other flare that we get. You have to grow these on top of the eggs or something like that. Something like that. Yeah. The infinity ones. So let's go through blackberries, zucchini, gill. Oh wait, what was that for? Something. Cucumber, bamboo shoots, rye. We just getting money. Celery, ginger. Yep. Tea. mustard, beans, spinach, Brussels sprouts, scallions, peanuts, asparagus, raspberries, oats, grapes, and giga pickles. All right. Yay! Before I do this quest with all of this food, I would like to go down this chain because it has the cooking for blockheads stuff in it. And that will help us make those foods a lot easier. Right? So that is definitely a quest chain we're going to want to do. Because see, I can see that there's like the sink and the fridge and counters and whatnot in here. So, yeah. We cover everything? I think we have. Everything that I've done is checked off. This is the next line we need to do based on the food that we just did all those mutations to 10, 10, 10. This is the quest line to start submitting food goods for money. That's pretty much what this is for. This will give you the machine here to submit your blocks of food goods for money. So, yeah. Pretty soon we're going to need to start getting villagers together so that we can start buying things from them instead of crafting. Well, and most of the things that I'm thinking of that the market has are things we can't craft. Pretty much, if you can't craft it. And it is pretty annoying, Darkwing, that AE seems so locked behind things. You need the future tech table, by the way, to unlock those things. And that is... where is it at in here? Right there. And in order to get there, we need to do the end for Ender first, wherever that happens to be. See, so requirements, jetpack. So we need to do the jetpack, which means we need to do probably going to the end. The dragon, I believe, is already dead, unless I have to resurrect and kill it again. So we're going to need to do this chain. So that's not a big deal. But we'll need to do this chain in order to unlock future tech. This is a lot of interesting things. This looks like Ender.io. Yeah, let's sell Ender.io, which I believe they said you need a lot of Ender.io in order to advance to endgame. Because many of the endgame stuff can only be done with Ender.io machines. So yay, I get to learn Ender.io stuff. This is the more updated version of Ender.io, and I haven't really dug into it. I've been told that some of it could be really, really grindy compared to previous versions of Ender.io. But Ender.io it is. So yep, here's our requires future tech workshop. This is applied energistics. Hi, Comet Lore. This requires the future tech workshop as well, and before we can get to void mining. So yeah, good bit of microcrafting in Ender.io. Okay, good to know. So now that I've shown you everything that I've done, I want to hop out here real quick and show you, see how the outside I've started. Here, when I stand here, you can tell I'm moving downward. There's missing water blocks here somewhere. Ugh, yeah. So this is kind of how the outside is at the moment. I'm gonna be changing this whole thing out. I have a few things I want to do. Those scaffolding slopes that someone mentioned, Yeah, I'm gonna put them underneath here, underneath the blue tiles here. And the power cable, I think I'm probably going to have run through these, up through this column here. I do have a draconic time changer on Enigmatica 2 Comet Lore. It is not automatically, it's not automatic. So I have a bunch of supplies that I need to do the rest of the walls on this floor. And then I can do the second floor. And I think I will make this 2 floors and just have them shorter. I know it can be. I don't think it is. But I can check it another time. I'm not interested in Enigmatica today. I don't know what else to do here. Is that almost full? It is. Look at all the creosote. Oh, I don't have a daylight sensor or timer. I don't have the power requirements, Comet Lore. I don't have enough power to run it that frequently. Ooh, you're out of water. Oh, it's still going up, so it's just the fact that that is running. Okay. Alright, so, yes. Now that you've seen how far I've come, I do have the resources. Those are crops that could go upstairs. We need to figure out what crops we're going to automate for the farm goods. Just about any of the crops that you can turn into farm goods is a good crop for doing that with. Harvesting options are relatively limited at this time of the game. I think the one I'm going to do is the automated user, because we're not using any of them right now. User, where are they? Okay, so they're not there. Did someone steal them? I had 3. We've had some thievery on this base, by the way. And I don't have them out anywhere. I'm not using them anywhere. That's why I keep my wallet on me. Because people have been stealing money, and I bet they've come in here and stolen my automated users because I'm not using them anywhere. Before I make that huge assumption, though, I'm going to go upstairs and see if they're with my crop stuff. Okay. Not without having to add it to the clients as well, Darkwing. And that's kind of the problem they're running into, is that it'd have to be installed client side as well. There's, okay, maybe I only had 2. They're up here. So maybe they weren't stolen. I was pretty sure I had 3, but just a second. Maybe it's that I never purchased the one in here. No, I did. So there's 2. Did I not make one of my own? I might have. Anyways, I have automated users. So that concern is gone. But, hey, Mike. All right. So, automated users can automatically harvest Agricraft crops. up to I want to say a 7x7 area. They don't need power. They don't need an item in their inventory. They just right click. You can just set it to right click an area and it harvests the whole area. So we're also going to need a way of picking up items. So we're going to need some kind of vacuum hopper, and that there are options. Vacuum. There's this one from Embers Rekindled that sucks up items in front of it. I'm wondering if this one's available from a market. Vacuum hopper. Okay, so that's craftable. We can do the vacuum hopper from open blocks, no problem. The vacuum chest can be crafted eventually. Not now it can, but eventually. So those are our options. I guess there's the item collect. Nope, that's disabled. So our choices are item vacuum or the vacuum hopper. I believe we have everything we need for a vacuum hopper. Might be short on the blaze rods. And this will probably be, I think the open blocks one is a 7x7 area as well. I think. I might need to look that up. I want to make sure. Open blocks, vacuum hopper, range. Someone else's. Yep, 7x7x7. Okay. And so let's make that, and that'll be the what'll pick up the items. And then the next thing we will need to do is a quest. We were here. We need to do this line. Set up auto crafting for taking the items and pulling them into this in order to do turning them into that first farm goods thing. This needs power, so we're also going to need RF up there. And I think I was going to do I'm writing stuff down. Vacuum hopper from open blocks, and then I'm going to need to do this quest, which is fine, but we're going to need RF on the surface, which means we may want ender chests to move items around. And the reason I say that is because I have that one area that I'm going to have as the workshop area, and I might as well pull the stuff out of the cyclic auto crafters and send them to another area, because once they're the same item, they can go into the next process somewhere else. So we're going to need to make this. That is no problem. We might need to make the Constantan, but the rest of this isn't a problem. So let's do that first. Platinum plates, wiring kits, fingers in the right spot. Platinum. We don't have platinum plates. Take you, and we're gonna need to get some more platinum. And that was the wiring kits, which I have. Do we have crafting tables in here? No, so we need to make those. Let's go get the platinum. Alright. Your silver. Platinum. Okay. So we'll get that processing. And then while that's going, we'll see about the rest of the materials. That light engineering block. Needed Constantan. Okay, we got Constantan. Or was it heavy? Nope. Nope. It was this one, wasn't it? Yep, Constantan and tin plates. We've got the tin plates. So that was in this one? No. Do we have solder? This has purified water in it. So we're going to need to make solder, and that is done in here. Well, it looks like we have some solder here. Do we have an empty pipette? That still has purified water. Is that full? Is that why? Haha, that would be why. There we go. Engineering block. Great. So then what is it we're working on? Working on the auto crafter. So 2 crafting tables, and then once we have the platinum, we should be good to go. There's the crafting tables. How are you doing? Okay. Oops. Are you plates? Yes. All right. Hi, Toslo. So we'll get some platinum plates made. And that should be it, right? Okay, this was in here, correct? Yep, there we go. We have 1. We're granted likely going to need more than 1 at some point, but we're doing 1 for now. That completes this. We'll get a treasure chest. The next one is item translocators. Woohoo! I don't know what diamond nuggets, iron ingots, or redstone does to a translocator. I only know what glowstone does to a translocator. That recipe is not bad, and it's a regular crafting recipe. Let's see if we can do it. We need a piston, which we have, alright. Item translocator. Got him. Alright. None of these are difficult to get. What does a diamond nugget do? Adding glowstone makes it transfer stacks at a time. Adding redstone lets you toggle input-output with a redstone signal. Adding a diamond nugget puts a translocator in regulate mode. In this mode, it will maintain a certain amount of items set in the filter in the inventory it's attached to. An iron ingot makes the translocator emit redstone signals to the attached inventory on certain conditions. Okay. I don't think any of these really matters right now. So we'll just complete it. And then the merchants can't accept a basket full of loose fruit. You must package your farm goods for sale. Using a compactor, you can compress 15 assorted farm goods into a farm goods crate. From there, you can compact 15 farm good crates into a farm good bin, which you can then send to the merchant shippers. So we need to compact things twice. We get some compact drawers, halves for reward. So we're gonna need to make 2 of these. Well, that's not bad. Silver, transmission coil. So yeah, I'm gonna need to make some more tempered glass. I think I've used it all up when I did the Agricraft water tanks. But I think these aren't bad. Okay, so we've got, we'll do the 2 pistons. We're gonna put that stuff away. And then we need lead. Oh, fingers in the right spot. Spell lead. Need more lead plates than that. I think I have more over here. Yep. And then fasteners and tempered glass. I have enough fasteners. Well, how are we on the tempered glass? We have 2. You live in a different world. We can make one. So we need to do more tempered glass wires. The transmission coils is silver plate. Do we still have any coil? We have 1, so we just need 1 silver plate to do what we need to for this, and then Hermes honey, compactor. What are we missing? Silver gears. Silver gears. Solderer. Looks like we're out of solder, so I need to make one or buy one. They're 20, right? They're 10. Solder, and then we need actual solder. How much? Half a bucket. How much is in here? Half a bucket. All right. There's 1. We're gonna need to make some more solder. Is that done in here? Yay. So I think now we just need the tempered glass to do the next set. And the tempered glass needs sand. Oop, go up. All right, so we need the sand. And I believe it's compressed sand. Flint. And then we just... I can't remember if there's another method for this. Alright, so we just need to put this in there now. There we go. 2 compactors. Okay. Got that done. We get compacting drawers. And then we need to make 64 crates of farm goods. This is a test your might, so it's not required, but it'll give us 1,000 gil when we get there. All right. You may feel like shipping bins should sell for more than 10 gil each, but they know how efficient mob farms and agricultural setups can be. When you get a large automated set of farms running, the gil will start pouring in. That's the hope. That is the hope, isn't it? We don't need these. Yep. Okay, so let's figure this out here. We're going to use this as the automated user that we left upstairs. Okay. And then we're going to probably, I think it might not auto push. That might be why we need, because I'm hoping I could just put it right behind. Might need the translocator, in which case we need to put it up or down from it. This needs power. Be able to set the recipe here. I'm guessing this is input and this is output. So we set the recipe here for whatever we're harvesting in front of the auto user. And then send the stuff that's being packaged into the output through an ender chest over to our workshop area. That's going to be up there, where we'll crate them together and then send them to market, which is what this stuff's for. Looking ahead. What? In order to unlock that, I need to do looking ahead, but I don't even know which one that one is. I don't think it's any of these. Test your might. What's the looking ahead one? Because I can't send them into the market until I unlock that. Does it really require one of the, I don't know. None of these are connected. This is just more energy. Well, that's baffling. This is more energy. What is the looking ahead quest, guys? None of those. You would assume that it's seriously more energy. Options, your call. Wouldn't think it'd be this far along. Because this is, I highly doubt it's this far along. Producing energy or avoid. Try checking aquaculture again. None of those are named looking ahead. I mean, that's all done. I mean, that's a test your might, but... Test your might. The pump jack. Oh, crud. Right here. Found it! So we have a ways before we can do the marketing. We have to do oil, it looks like. We have to do oil. Okay, well, so we have a bit to get to this one. A bit. So we still need to set up farms, and we can get it started we need power up on the surface. So we have stuff we need to work towards before we can get to this step, but it'd be nice to be able to... Large crate, regular crate. Yep. Okay. Okay. Power. We have a couple of options. We can do some passive power from immersive engineering in the form of windmills, which are not very high efficiency, water mills, which I hate, or thermoelectric generators, which I'm trying to figure out why that says it's empty. It might be just a glitch, visual glitch. These are my fan. This is what I would choose if I were, if I were to choose. Other options. So I'm just thinking here, if I did beans, for example, these can be crafted into the crates, right? Pulverized. Yes. This also does whatever this is. from Magneticraft. I've never used Magneticraft. I have no idea. I don't know Magneticraft. Does it have power options? That I should be looking into. I know it has the thermal piles that we decided against in order to do the immersive engineering, simply because I can connect power cables to the sides, whereas you can't with the thermal piles. What else is in here? Batteries, electric furnace, infinite energy, air bubbles. Okay. Airlock, wind turbine, electric heater, RF transformer, boilers, electric engines. I don't know anything about Magneticraft. Looks like there's a book. I mean, it creates fuels, so I'm gonna assume that it has a way of producing power. But right now, how much power do we really need? That's my thought. And where should we get it from? Those of you guys playing the pack, what do you have for your power on the surface? Somewhere I have a mob. I must not have enough light somewhere. Oh, there he is. Hi. Aha. When I swapped out the floor, I just used the exchanging gadget. Okay. I'm done with you for now, witch. Put you in here. Thinking. We need power up there. We're probably going to need a decent amount of power to run the compactors and the auto crafters. You don't use energy on the surface. So your farms, you send the goods down. And how do you auto-craft? Because you can't auto-craft the goods using multiple different kinds of goods. You have to use all of one crop type through an auto-crafter. Granted, if you're only growing one crop, I guess I can see how. Absorb hop what? Making sure it's not a ender hopper, pearled ender hopper. Ooh. What's the difference between regular and pro? Instantly teleports. This upgrade, unlike its this version, will not create particles. Oh, okay. So there's options for vacuum hoppers other than open blocks that I forgot about. Gotcha. So you just harvest things up there without power and bring them down here to go through the auto crafting and the compactors. And like I said, I bet I can use any food type that can be turned into the crops. Think. Let's head up here real quick. I want to make these other two wings, these other two petals, the automated crops production. So this one and this one will be all the automated crops. This one will stay manual the way it is. I figure I'll put food crops here for whatever whatever foods I need. To, you know, so I can stop eating these things and eating a better tier food. This area will be for those foods. So I don't have 7x7 areas here, by the way, which you can't tell. But if I put it here... Woohoo! Yeah, I can do a user here and a user here, and it will harvest this whole side, So that's cool. The item hopper vacuum. We're gonna need more than one of those. Definitely. And probably enclose this. So total, we're gonna need 4 auto things per side. I will have to change this over to the other material. Does this face it the right way? No. That's not the right way, is it? Is that hole the right way? Yep. Okay, it's the right way. We won't need to have it do a lot of... We'll have to figure out the optimum here. And the size is 7x7. So it'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Is that how far it'll reach? One can hope. I don't think it needs anything in the input. Let's turn you to requires redstone for now. Click the middle left. Oh, the air. Yeah. Woohoo. And then this one. So there, yep, it's gonna cover it all. Woohoo! I didn't even measure this, guys. I feel happy about that. Okay, so once I get this converted over to the soil that we need here, so things will grow. Oops. Then we need hoppers. We need water along here somewhere. We need 2 vacuum hoppers to cover this whole area, which we could put above. Hello. There's a spider up there too. Let's see if we can get him. Okay. And yeah, okay. Step by step, folks. We need water so that it will hydrate all this area. And then let's set this to requires redstone so it's not blinking. And it's set correctly. Nope, we're gonna tick delay it up. All right. Get the soil. And that's where my other bucket went. Why did I get a... Anyway. Woohoo. Okay, now water. One, two, three, four here. And then do the same, make sure 1, 2, 3, 4 here. Yep, so that should cover both of those, and we could just cover them up if we wanted to. Okay. So this could go downstairs where we already have power, and I like that idea. Thank you, Telso guy. So let's get 2 vacuum hoppers, some conduits of some sort, and an ender chest. That's our next step. 2 vacuum hoppers, an ender chest. Well, 2 ender chests, and some conduits. Or pipes of some sort. Okay. And we're going to do that after I feed the kitty cats, because the cats are going to go crazy here in about another minute or so. So I might as well do that. And when I come back, we will get together the supplies to hopefully automate one side of one petal of farming. Be right back, folks. Don't go anywhere.